All right. It would be impossible for me to explain any better what Kendrick Perkins is saying here. Nothing would be more powerful than just let Kendrick Perkins speak for himself here. This is a level of insanity around Shedeur Sanders that blows my mind. Play the clip.
Shedeur Sanders is the most powerful black man since 2009. You know what happened in 2009?
Right.
That's when President Obama got elected in office. He's the most powerful black man since 2009. You said you were sitting there watching the game in your house, and what you did? You ran with the TV.
Goddamn right,
right?
I did.
What was you doing, DB?
I was cheering. I was happy.
You was cheering like a. When Shedeur Sanders is on the field, and when I say powerful because there's two sides of it, right? Think about it. Okay, you got the black community. He bringing the whole black community together. I ain't ran across one black person that didn't said one bad thing about Shedeur.
We want him.
And guess what? Not one, because he has the balance. He has the balance of that. I'm arrogant, but I'm humble too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
He have fun with this shit.
And he having fun with this shit. And on top of that, y'all want me to say it ain't. Y'all want me to feel it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, he talking shit. I love that shit, bro.
He's the most powerful black man in sports. No other. Matter of fact, black man. He the most powerful player in sports.
Shedeur Sanders has turned himself into the kind of idol that Barack Obama has turned himself into to win the presidency. And that was all about hope and change. And what we're witnessing with Shedeur Sanders is dope and deranged. And this is why people, and again, I don't want to cast aspersions, smear Kendrick Perkins, but when I watched that clip, when I saw it, I was like, oh, these guys got to be high. They got to be smoking some weed and just sitting around talking sports, and they're filming it and putting it out there like, hey, these are our high thoughts. We're Cheech and Chonging right now. We're videoing ourselves, having a conversation about sports, and we've convinced ourselves that Shedeur Sanders is the most powerful black man since Barack Obama. And we're ignoring, like, hey, you know, Clarence Thomas is many people consider him the greatest Supreme Court justice in the history of America. He's in that discussion. He's on the Supreme Court. He is the strongest person on the Supreme Court. He says the least, but what he does say packs such a powerful punch that he is the dominant voice on the Supreme Court. Kendrick Perkins has no idea, like, what real power is. That being on the Supreme Court and the leading voice on the Supreme Court and the most respected voice on the Supreme Court, Kendrick Perkins thinks having people pretend to love you over social media makes you powerful. Shedeur Sanders is the latest iteration of Colin Kaepernick. And people ran around for you. Oh, Colin Kaepernick, he's so powerful. He's this and that. He's going to go down in history. Colin Kaepernick has been a clown, remains a clown, was a clown from the very get-go, and everybody eventually figured out, like, hey, this is a clown. And that's why you don't hear anymore from Colin Kaepernick. And the same thing is going to happen with Shedeur Sanders. What he's doing, unless he changes his personality, his outlook on life, unless he realizes, like, hey, my daddy could walk around an arrogant jerk because he played the cornerback position. He's out there on an island, and God blessed him with so much physical gifts that it didn't matter if his mindset wasn't proper. He had so much talent, it just didn't matter at that position. But Shedeur plays a leadership position. And I don't care how many people on the Cleveland Browns or on any NFL team are black and run around and think that Shedeur is some sort of important person. They're not going to follow Shedeur's leadership model. It will not happen. You want to know why so many black coaches struggle? Is because they bring that arrogance, swagger matters mentality to coaching. And eventually, even the black players realize, hey, man, that's not leading us anywhere real. That's not leading us anywhere sustainable. And so I want to play, just in case I forgot anything here, let's replay the Kendrick Perkins clip.
Shedeur Sanders is the most powerful black man since 2009. You know what happened in 2009?
Right.
That's when President Obama got elected in office. He's the most powerful black man since 2009. You said you were sitting there watching the game in your house, and what you did? You ran with the TV.
Goddamn right,
right?
I did.
What was you doing, DB?
I was cheering. I was happy.
You was cheering like a. When Shedeur Sanders is on the field, and when I say powerful, because there's two sides of it, right? Think about it. Okay, you got the black community. He bringing the whole black community together. I ain't ran across one black person that didn't said one bad thing about Shedeur.
We want him.
And guess what? Not one. Because he has the balance. He has the balance of that. I'm arrogant, but I'm humble too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
He have fun with this shit.
And he having fun with the shit. And on top of that, y'all want me to say it ain't. Y'all want me to feel it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, he talking shit. I love that shit, bro.
He's the most powerful black man in sports. No other. Matter of fact, black man. He the most powerful player in sports.
So he's not more powerful than LeBron James. He's not more powerful than Steph Curry. He's not. If we move the black out of it, he's not more powerful than Caitlin Clark. There's so many. He's not more powerful. He's not more powerful than Pat McAfee. He's not more powerful than Stephen A. Smith. This is lunacy. And I like and have defended Kendrick Perkins. But eventually, all these guys get on these platforms. They're former athletes. They get full of themselves. They're having so much success. And they just skid off the road into insanity. And that's what's happened here. And that's why journalists need to be leading these discussions. I'm all for athletes participating in these discussions, but they need guardrails. Because without guardrails, they're going to drive right off the road. They're going to get around their friends, and they've made so much money, and they're so used to being worshiped that eventually they're going to skid off the rails and say stupid things. And that's what we've done here. Shedeur Sanders has virtually no accomplishments on the professional level. Virtually none. His accomplishments in college, greatly exaggerated. No business with his jersey or number retired at Colorado. Greatly exaggerated. Led a 9-4 football team. And we're running around pretending like he's Jim Brown. This is a joke.
I love Big Perk. That might be the most ridiculous thing he's ever said in his life. And here's why. Barack Obama may be the greatest orator we've ever had. His ability to put words together and galvanize everyone that hears those words is transcendent. Shedeur Sanders is a good talent that plays a game where he's dependent upon 10 other people to do their job on a regular basis. So his sustainability is based on outcomes that maybe he can't necessarily control. Whereas Obama had a gift. Like, even you didn't agree with his politics, you love hearing him talk. Like, there's a divisiveness with Shedeur, fair or unfair, that I think limits his ceiling at times. Because to get the people on the other side of the Shedeur love, which would be the Shedeur haters, he'd have to play at such a high level, I'm not sure if he's capable. Especially not in a situation like Cleveland. Well, let's not act like they're surrounded by elite personnel there. I'm not going to use that as a crutch, but that's the reality of the situation. So I hear you, Perk, but you're wrong on this one. Sit this one out, dog.
As I'm sitting there listening to you talk, Shedeur, he's describing Shedeur as if he's talking about Michael Jackson.
Right.
It literally is, because Michael Jackson had a gift for dance, for singing, for being an entertainer. He'd do the moonwalk, and people were like, oh, they lose. And like, he had that real it factor. And as you related to Obama, it's like Obama is an orator, and Shedeur is no kind of orator.
At all. That's his biggest weakness.
Yes.
Is how he's perceived when he speaks. That's his biggest weakness. Because I don't think he's a bad kid. I don't think he's a malicious young man. And if I want to say the Sanders family is elite, I would say this. They are the most prolific brand ambassadors as a whole that I think we've ever seen in professional sports. Like what they've done with the Sanders brand, we've never seen that before.
Kardashians, but yes, in sports,
but
you're
in
right.
Sports,
yeah,
because the Mannings played them their way into where they're at on every commercial. But that's after Eli and Peyton combined for 3 Super Bowl wins, 4 Super Bowl wins. Like this is a young man that didn't win a bowl game at Colorado. That's in the Ring of Honor. That was the highest paid NIL player in college that has started one game, has never thrown for 200 yards in an NFL game. And Perkins is saying he's more powerful than Obama. Like the sustainability that Deion Sanders has created through just his energy, his relatability. I think he was very relatable before he became the head coach of Colorado. I think there have been some missteps there as to how he's presented himself. But as a family,
don't forget this about Deion. Just don't forget when he done cut some deals. We can play the video of Deion in a dress. He done cut some deals. But anyway, I'll leave that alone. I'll leave you out of that.